So this week we're going to be talking about logistics outsourcing and an essential component of that, which is the service specification. What is that, you might ask? Why is it so important? Well, let me tell you, if you don't get this right, your logistics outsourcing can very quickly go off the rails. Coming right up. So why are we talking about logistics outsourcing again this week? There are already quite a few videos on the channel, and in fact I'll share a playlist with you down below in the description of this video. But logistics outsourcing has been something that we've seen a lot of activity in over the last 2 years, particularly during COVID. People are switching third-party logistics companies, they're trying to improve service, they're trying to reduce costs, so lots and lots of activity there. And as you may know, my day job is running a consulting business called Logistics Bureau, and we've been helping dozens of companies all over the world through that process. One of the things that I see consistently go wrong is the service specification. Now, I don't want to do a long, boring video about what's in the service specification. So if you hang on till the end of the video, what I'm going to do is to give you a link where you can actually go and download the contents list of a service specification. That'll give you a really good head start on putting one together. So first of all, what is it? Why is it so important? And what are some of the gaps that we commonly see? So in all the documentation that you need to prepare for logistics outsourcing, one of the most vital items is the service specification. It's often called the SOW, the SOW, the Statement of Work. So along with all the contractual information that you might be sharing with potential suppliers, this service specification is like the blueprint. It's telling the potential suppliers exactly what service you want. Here are all of the processes that we want you to carry out for us. We want you to carry it out to this service level. We're going to measure you on these KPIs, and these are the KPI targets. Here's how the processes are currently operating. And very often people say to me, well, how much detail do we need to put into that, Rob? That's a really hard question. So let me put it this way. It's going to be more than 10 pages. It's very often more than 20 pages, and it's sometimes more than 40 pages. Why am I being so vague? Well, it depends very much on the size of the operation that you're outsourcing, the complexity, the services, and so on. But the point I want you to get from this is that you cannot go through a logistics outsourcing exercise describing in half a dozen pages what it is that you want done and expecting people to quote on it accurately. It's really important to get this part right. From the client perspective, you're ensuring that the 3PLs really understand your operation, the services they're being asked to perform, the level they're being asked to perform to, how you want them to quote for the work and so on, how the relationship's going to be managed. You're laying the foundation for that whole relationship, which hopefully is going to last for many years. From the 3PL's perspective, they love getting this level of detail because they don't have to guess what it is that you're doing, or they're not having to guess on some of the processes and tasks that they might have to perform. You're laying it out really simply for them and clearly, and it makes it really easy for them to resource and quote on that particular request for a proposal, request for tender, whatever term that you're using. So I just want to stress how important that service specification is. And it must include lots and lots of details. And if you want to actually download a suggested contents list, we'll put that up here. Hopefully there'll be a link up here, and we'll put a link down below as well. You can go and download that, have a look at it. I'd love to get your feedback down below. Do you think there's some things missing? Are there some things on there that you don't quite understand? Love to hear all of your questions about logistics outsourcing. So just a quick video this week, really just a bit of a plea. Get this right if you want your logistics outsourcing to be successful. Get that download, use it as a bit of a checklist for putting your own documentation together. See you next week. Bye for now.